You've managed to sound mysterious. Is something wrong? Anything you're not telling me? Because I wish you'd keep in mind that I am also chairman of the board of the Springs, as well as mayor.
Oh, look, let's not get into each other's hair.
For God's sake, no. I'm not in the habit of getting into people's hair. But I'd like to underline that everything concerning Kirsten Springs must be dealt with in a legally constituted manner, through the proper channels, and by the legally constituted authorities. I can't allow anything done behind my back in a roundabout way.
When did I ever go behind your back, Peter?
You have an ingrained tendency to go your own way, Thomas. And that simply cannot go on in a well-organized society. The individual really must subordinate himself to the overall. Or, more accurately, to the authorities who are in charge of the general welfare.
Well, that's probably so, but how the hell does it concern me?
My dear Thomas, that is the one thing that you will never learn. But you had better watch out, because someday you might pay dearly for it. Goodbye. Goodbye, Catherine. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good night, Mayor.
Did he leave?
Yes, he did, and thoroughly burned up.
Well, what did you do to him this time?
What does he want from me? He can't expect me to give him an accounting of every thought I think, every move I make, until I'm ready to do it.
Why? What should you give him an accounting of?
Oh, just leave that to me, Catherine. It's peculiar the mailman didn't come today.
My God, after a meal like that, I feel like a new man.
The mayor certainly wasn't in a glowing mood tonight.
His stomach, he has a lousy digestion.
I don't think 2 editors from the People's Daily Messenger helped any, sir.
No, it's just that Peter is a lonely man. Poor fellow, all he knows is official business and duties, and all that damn weak tea he pours into himself. At last, the toddy. Come in, gentlemen, come in.
Thank you very much.
Come in here, Captain Oyster. Come, sit on the couch with me. A rare guest like you. Sit here.
Here you are, gentlemen. Help yourselves.
This used to be such an ugly house, and suddenly it is beautiful.
Sit down, Frank.
Great man.
Hey, you get the cigars. You know where the box is. And Morton, my pipe. I have a sneaking suspicion the boys are snitching a cigar now and then, but I don't pay any attention. Catherine, do you know where I put it?
No, I don't, my dear.
Oh, he's got it. Good boy. Help yourselves, friends. I'll stick with the pipe. This one has seen me through a good many blizzards up in the north. Skull.
Skull.
Home. Good. What an invention, eh?
Are you sailing soon, Captain?
I expect to be ready next week.
And then America.
Yes, that's the plan.
Then you won't be here for the new election.
Is there going to be another election?
Don't you know?
I don't get mixed up in those things.
You are interested in public affairs, aren't you?
Well, frankly, I don't understand a thing about it.
Neither do I. Perhaps that's why I'm always so pleased to see you.
Just the same, Captain, you should vote.
Even if I don't understand anything about it.
Understand? What do you mean by that? Society, Captain, is like a ship. Every man should do his part to help navigate the ship.
Well, that may be all right on shore, but on board ship, it doesn't work out so well.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Hello,
Petra.
dear. And here you are lying around like lizards while I'm out slaving.
Well, you just come be a lizard, too. I look at her and I say to myself, how did I do it?
Great young woman. Shall I make a toddy for you?
Oh, thank you, but I'd better do it myself. You always mix it too strong. Oh, Father, I forgot. I have a letter for you.
Who's it from?
I met the mailman on the way to school this morning, and he gave me your mail, too, and I just didn't have time to run back.
And you don't give it to me until now?
Well, I really didn't have time to
Well,
run
let's
back.
see it. Come on, child. Come on. Yes, indeed.
Is that the one you've been waiting for?
I'll be back in a moment. There wouldn't be a light on in my room, would
The
there?
lamp is burning away on your desk.
Please excuse me for a moment.
What's that all about, Mother?
I don't know. Last few days he's been asking again and again about the postman.
Probably one of his out-of-town patients.
Oh, poor Father. He's got much too much to do. Ah, this ought to taste good.
By the way, what happened to that English novel you were going to translate for us?
I started to, but I got too busy.
Oh, have you been teaching evening school again?
2 hours a night.
Plus high school every day.
Yes, 5 hours. And every night a pile of lessons to
He
correct.
never stops going.
Maybe that's why I think of you as always being kind of breathless and, well, breathless.
I love it.
I get so wonderfully tired.
She looks tired.
You must be a wicked woman, Petra.
Wicked?
You work so much. My teacher says the work is a punishment for our sins. And you believe that.
And if, of course, he believes his teacher.
Don't stop him, Morton. You don't like work.
Work? No.
Then what will you ever amount to in this world?
Me, I'm gonna be a Viking.
Oh.
You can't. You'd have to be a heathen. So I'll be a heathen.
It's getting late, boys.
Oh, Morton, I think.
You most certainly do not, Mr. Billing.
Oh, yes, I do. By God, I do. I'm a heathen, and I'm proud of it. I think eventually we'll all be heathens.
And then we can do anything we want.
Yes.
Haven't you
see-
boys got some homework to do?
No.
I think you better go and do it
Oh,
right
can't
now.
we stay here a little while?
No, neither of you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, boys.
But I don't have any homework.
You don't really think it hurts them to listen to such talk, do you?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Boys, there's going to be news in this town.
News?
What news?
Huh? A terrific discovery, Catherine.
That you made?
That I made.
Really?
Now let the baboons running this town call me a lunatic. Now they better watch out. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
What is it, Father?
What in the world's happened, Doctor?
It is the general opinion, isn't it, that our town is a sound and healthy spot?
Of course.
Even a rather unusually healthy spot. Oh, God, a place that can be recommended not only to all people, but sick people.
Yes, but what does
And
this...
we certainly have recommended it. I myself have written and written about it in the People's Messenger pamphlets.
But what in the world's happened, Doctor?
The miraculous springs that cost such a fortune to build, the whole Health Institute is a pest hole.
Father, the spring? Our springs?
That's unbelievable.
You know that filth up in Windmill Valley, that stuff that has such a stinking smell? It comes from the tannery up there. And that same damn poisonous mess comes right out into the blessed, miraculous water we're supposed to cure people with.
You mean actually where our beaches are?
Exactly.
But how can you be so sure?
I had a suspicion about it a long time ago. There were too many sick cases among the visitors last year. Typhoid, gastric disturbances.
But that's true. Now, I remember Mrs. Fenson's niece had that
Yes,
awful...
dear. At the time, we thought the visitors brought the bug. But later this winter, I got a new idea, and I started investigating the water.
That's what you've been working on.
I sent samples of the water to the university for an exact chemical analysis.
And that's what you've received?
This is it. It proves the existence of infectious organic matter in the water.
Well, thank heavens you discovered it in time.
I think we can say that, Catherine.
Oh, isn't this wonderful?
What do you intend to do now, Doctor?
Put the thing right, of course.
And can that be done?
If not, the whole institute's useless. But there's nothing to worry about. I'm quite clear on what has to be done.
But why did you keep it such a secret?
What would you want me to do? Go out and shoot my mouth off before I really knew? No, thanks. I'm not that crazy. You don't realize, Catherine, the whole water system's got to be changed.
The whole water system.
The whole water system. The intake is too low. It's got to be raised up to a much higher spot. The whole construction's got to be ripped out.
You were right after all, Father.
Ah, she remembers.
That's right. He did warn them.
Of course I warned them. I told them when they started to build the damn thing not to put it down there. But who am I, a mere scientist, to tell politicians where to build a health institute? Well, now they're going to get it, both barrels.
This is tremendous. He's a great man.
It's bigger than tremendous. Petra, my report is in the desk. And envelopes, Catherine? Gentlemen, this final proof from the university and my report, 5 solid explosive pages.
Is large enough?
Fine. Right to the board of directors. Catherine, tell the maid, what's her name again?
Randine, dear. Randine.
Tell our darling Randine to wipe her nose and run over to the mayor right away.